Last question. We heard you're retired.
I wasn't asking that.
My response would have been, you may have heard that I'm tired, but I'm not retired.
Now, one question. If you guys could go after one guy in the lightweight division, which owns the title, who would you go after?
You know, look, I'm not that type of trainer where I feel that, you know, one guy's gonna be, I think they're all in trouble, no matter who gets picked. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at who I want to stay away from or who I want to engage him against. I figure anybody I put him in there with, he's going to take care of business. So I like to reverse it. Who do you think would rather fight John Molina or stay away from him?
And that question goes to this last person I'll answer. A lot of trainers nowadays won't put their fighter in against someone who they believe their fighter won't win against. What's up with that mentality?
Well, I mean, I'd like to know who these guys are because that means they know that you are absolutely 100% going to win your fight. That's never a guarantee. And again, and I used this example before, had we not gone to Rhode Island, fought a tricky southpaw. Nobody likes to necessarily fight southpaws. Trainers aren't big on putting their right-handers in with southpaws. Went to his hometown in Rhode Island, took a long road trip, was fighting not just a southpaw, but a very, very tricky southpaw, extraordinary skills and hand speed. Fought in his promoter's hometown with his TV. It was all him. It was all about Hank Lundy. So you talk about taking a risk. They said, you want the fight? I said, yeah, we'll go over there and knock him out. Now, of course, it's easy for a trainer to talk big, but I believe in my fighter. So when I say we, I mean he. So I knew John would knock him out. And not to be braggadocious about it, I just know what I got. When he's right, I don't care who's in front of him, you better run for your life because you've never felt power like this. The other thing is that if we hadn't taken that risk, there would not have been the reward. What was the reward? Huge TV exposure, going in as the underdog, upsetting a guy that all the boxing people thought was going to beat you. That changed their minds about who he is. Beat him in his hometown, presumably with all the trimmings that you get when it's your fight out there, and then propelled him to #2 in the world. That couldn't have happened unless we took a risk. Again, this was not on paper a pick-em fight. We were the decided underdog here by a fairly wide margin. So if you don't take those risks as a trainer, you will never get the reward. You can't decide to take your risk once you're champion, you know, because it'll take too long to get there. We could have fought 4 or 5 easier fights and we would have been languishing on the perimeter. We took the risk, we got the reward, catapulted to #2 in the world, we're staring down the barrel of a title fight. That's why you have to take chances, especially if you believe in your fighter, which I do.
Thank you very much, Joe.
You're welcome.